French and Raven came up with 5 sources of managerial power: referent, legitimate, coercive, reward, and expert, and they break those down into 2 categories, which are on the next slide.
The 2 categories are formal and personal power. In this video, we'll focus on personal power, sometimes known as informal power. The 2 types of power in this category are expert and referent, and power types demonstrated in the personal category illustrate the use of power without holding a formal position. Specifically, referent and expert power are categorized as informal power because they exist without any recognized formal authority. This essentially means that an individual can demonstrate either referent or expert power without having any employees align under him or her in an organizational hierarchy, meaning there is no direct managerial span of control. Expert power is based on an individual's advanced knowledge about a project, a given field, or some other specialty based on education and/or experience, and is not dependent on any formal position in an organization or social status. French and Raven defined it as power based on both informational influence and the credibility of the person. Examples of those with expert power include those in the medical field, first responders, accountants, athletes, team resources, and IT specialists. Oftentimes, the delivery of the expert knowledge makes a big difference because, remember, nobody likes to work with a know-it-all. Those with expert power add value to organizations, not only providing others with good technical knowledge or skills, but offering guidance and advice for the betterment of others. Businesses can capitalize on this expertise and create a long-standing knowledge base that is imperative for the long-term success of organizations. Losing these types of experts within an organization can be detrimental to the organization's operations. Expert power is often well received by employees. Researchers confirmed that subordinates with an internal locus of control demonstrated an increased motivation when submitting to expert power, meaning expert power positively related to work effort. However, there was a negative correlation for employees with an external locus of control. Experts can provide sizable benefits resulting in profitability, a reduction in the duration of the project, and experience or learning for the employee to carry forward throughout his or her career. Most often, employees do not feel threatened and are happy to work with an expert. Referent power is having a particular likability or charisma. Another way of looking at this power in today's American culture is that those with strong reputations, like celebrities, sell products. Vecchio stated that those with referent power influence others through alluring dispositions, including style, appearance, or through the values they exhibit, and they inspire approval, respect, and admiration to want to associate with them. Those who possess this power maintain it for their likability, admiration, and behavior, and not necessarily particular skills. Exercising referent power may be a method to obtain legitimate power in a workplace setting, particularly for those holding junior positions in organizations with aspirations of career advancement. These individuals can demonstrate this power to showcase leadership capabilities. For instance, without having any direct reports, a young professional can create a pleasant work environment, treat others with respect, provide high-quality output, and share knowledge willingly. From a research standpoint, it was concluded that a positive correlation existed between supervisors demonstrating referent power and subordinates who maintained an internal locus of control, and that referent power positively related to work effort. However, the referent power of a supervisor was associated with higher stress levels when paired with an employee with an internal locus of control. In fact, scholars argued that referent power is the most important managerial tool. In various types of business settings, demonstrating power, or influence, modifies the receiver's behavior positively or negatively. Supervisors who positively influence employees are likely to produce positive outcomes. The same idea is true for supervisors who negatively use influence on employees. They are likely to produce negative outcomes. These outcomes result from the power exhibited upon the employee. Thus, employee motivation can be altered based on the type of power his or her supervisor exhibits. As studies revealed, the power dynamic that characterizes different workplace relationships between supervisors and employees has significant effects on work productivity and employee motivation. If you're interested in reading more, check out my article in the Journal of Values-Based Leadership. I'll be sure to put the link in the description. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching.